The winner is Sydney, Australia.
They're the words of IOC President declaring Sydney as the city to host the Olympics for the year 2020.
My first dream was to be an Olympian. And I think that probably one of the steps for us was probably everyone had a slightly different dream. Some wanted to get a certain result, others just wanted to be there. And so I think that the majority of our team, we were satisfied just to be there.
Sydney was announced as Olympic place for 2000, and I was delegate to help Olympic Committee preparing everything for Olympic Games here. Because handball I played for so many years in Yugoslavia, and I know what it is. I found a place where you have gymnastics, 3 places, so I could fit handball court in and so on. It was struggle to prepare Sydney for Olympics.
They easily do it. Bob, it clinches Sydney as the city of the next century. That's its absolute significance. We are the city of the next century.
We had a number of test events. The official test event of the venues was actually about a year out, and that was in Sydney. We started to learn about team psychology. And I think that was a really important growing experience for the team. And that was amazing to see how you could take a bunch of individuals and actually mould them into a team. It was promoted that we shouldn't actually go to the opening ceremony because our first game was the following day. We thought, well, look, we know we can't win, and maybe we can actually take the positives and the energy that comes out of the opening ceremony. And so, we wanted to take the positives out of that. A terrific experience. Amazing to walk out of that stadium and look up.
I can tell you now, I didn't know anything about handball. The Olympic Games had a lead-up event. They had a tournament about 12 months before the Sydney Olympics started. And I got to see exactly what it was, and it was like a cross between basketball, state of origin, and water polo.
One thing that was quite funny was that most of the crowd actually didn't even know the rules. So the referee would blow a whistle, and the crowd would cheer, and a few seconds later they'd realise that the whistle was being penalised against us.
I think that we tried to make it exciting, and it was great to see the crowd responding. So, yeah, and particularly when Australia played, even though they didn't do so well.
We were being realistic. We were never going to beat Sweden. Sweden was the world champion at the time. We'd played them a couple of times before, and they'd beaten us fairly comprehensively. Unfortunately, we're in the Guinness Book of Records for that particular game because that was, unfortunately for a bad reason, that was the highest score that any national team had actually scored in an Olympic Games. When we played Tunisia, who were the African champions, and Slovenia, who 1 year later won the silver medal in the European Championships, and to lose to them, I think it was by 5 or 6 goals, we were not that far away from, having some pretty amazing results, which absolutely no one expected. The Cuban team actually said that before the match, they were so scared that we were going to beat them. And so it all comes down to a mindset. We were hoping to win, we weren't expecting to win. They were scared of losing.
Россияне, которые выиграли этот матч, герои, настоящие герои, обыграли шведов.
I actually think we probably underperformed just a little bit because we actually didn't realise how good we were, and we actually never set our dream to to win a game or to make the second round or whatever that might, or to win a medal. At the same time, your dream has to be realistic. I think that our dream was just to be there.
The boy from Oz.
For almost 10 minutes they cheered non-stop, people hugging complete strangers.
And I think that we forget on both sides. You start sport to have fun.
Hey guys, where are we tonight? Handball!
The guys and the girls on court, they certainly didn't let anyone down. They came to the fore. They were playing for their country in the Olympics, and the crowd, they got on board too.